On Wednesday, the day before the election, I was on the phone with my father, who was driving from Helena to Missoula. We were talking about the impact of the Citizens United decision. I was idly refreshing Twitter on my computer when I saw Ben Jacobs' tweet about being body slammed by Mr. Gionfort at a campaign event. I read it aloud. This part you've probably heard. Mr. Jacobs, a reporter for The Guardian, was taken by ambulance to the hospital. Mr. Gionfort's spokesman released a statement painting the candidate as the victim of a liberal journalist, contradicting an audio recording that had already been released and reports by the Fox News crew who witnessed the scene. The Gallatin County Sheriff, a donor to Mr. Gionfort's campaign, charged Mr. Gionfort with misdemeanor assault on Wednesday evening. My father had dinner that night with a friend who lives in Billings who thought the alleged attack on a reporter would energize Mr. Gionfort's supporters and guarantee him the election. But my father was newly hopeful about Mr. Quist's chances. I was hopeful too. The Montanans I know look out for each other and dislike bullies, frauds and Californians. I thought they would never elect a creationist tech millionaire from San Diego by way of New Jersey who had done something so seemingly unhinged. But I was wrong. So now I'm in mourning for the state I thought I knew. I gave money to Rob Quist's campaign, as a lot of people did. I feel much closer to political races in Montana than in California, where I live. My family is in Montana, and my heart is there. When I was 5, my father was the majority leader in the Montana House, and I had an engraved badge that said, Male Malloy, Assistant Majority Leader. I knew that our legislature was passing progressive environmental laws, and I was proud of them, proud of us. The balance in the House isn't the only reason this special election was so important or indicative of the future. It's important because it shows that a strategy of regarding corporations as people, deliberately disenfranchising voters and battering the First Amendment is working, but it's working to the detriment of us all. As many longtime members of Congress have pointed out, answering reporters' questions without violence is part of the job. In trying to be encouraged that the race was as close as it was and to be hopeful about the volunteers knocking on doors all day, I want to feel as energized about the political process as I did as a kid. I'd like to think that our free press will continue to reveal pervasive ugliness and violence for what it is, and that eventually voting will be easier for people, regardless of where they live. And that Montanans, and all of us, will be better for it. Continue reading the main story.